My name is Hayden Marin, and I'm going to be hosting the Via Moda Fashion Show on May 28th from 6 to 10 at Sun Studios in Tempe, Arizona. Today I am here with Tennille. She is the Development Officer for Free Arts for Abused Children of Arizona. This will be the beneficiary for the event. Okay, Tennille, tell me all about Free Arts.
Yeah, I would love to, Hayden. Free Arts has a mission of transforming children's trauma to resilience through the arts. We really believe that every child who has experienced trauma through abuse, neglect, or homelessness deserves access to resilience-building arts programs and caring adult volunteer mentors. And we serve about 7,000 children every year. These are children who are living at domestic violence shelters, homeless shelters, even residential treatment centers or rehab centers for children that are struggling with behavioral disorders or mental illness. We even work with some alternative schools and an unaccompanied minor program. So we serve, really throughout the Phoenix metro area and the Maricopa County.
Wow, and about how many different places do you work with?
Yeah, so we partner with 40 social service and child welfare agencies. We call them our partner agencies, and then those agencies have about 130 facilities like throughout the county. So that's a lot of partners. That's how we get the programs to the children we serve. Either we'll bring the program to the facilities where the children are, or the children are invited to come to our Free Arts building and do the programs here.
And it's great in here. There's so many different things. Can you tell me a little bit more, like age range wise, like what do the participants encompass all the way up to the alumni?
Yeah, so I'm so glad you brought up the alumni, because we serve children as young as 3 years old, but also as old as 25. Wow. So a lot of the children who participate in our programs, once it's over, they don't want to leave or lose the connections that they made with the other children in our program. So we created an alumni program for those older teenagers and young adults. It offers the same resilience building experiences and activities, but also extra specialized programs like career development or practicing to interview or resume writing. The alumni are really great partners too. They were involved in planning our strategic 10-year plan. They help out here at the office. They also mentor children in our programs too. They are just so involved and are our best spokespeople.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Actually, I heard we're going to have some of the participants and the alumni involved in performing at this event.
Yes, one alumni named Rich will be performing their spoken word poetry at the event. They're going to be opening for us. That's something that the alumni do a lot. They'll show their artwork and just kind of represent the wonderful impact and the outcomes that come out of our children.
So, I know we're sitting by some of the examples of actual artwork that was created here. Can you tell me a little bit more about what this all is?
Yeah, so this specific exhibit is called Someone Like Me. It was with a professional artist that we contract. She worked with a group of girls, mostly teenagers like 4 to 16, who are part of an unaccompanied minor program.
Oh, okay.
And so taught them how to use acrylic paint and stencils to create these beautiful portraits of each other. So the girls were paired up and took photographs, and then blew up those photographs and actually used the paint to color over the black and white pictures to create these wonderful effects. And it's funny, the girls had never worked with acrylic paints before or stencils.
Beautiful.
This exhibit was part of a partnership with the Phoenix Art Museum. So they had never been to an art museum either. So at the end of the professional artist series, they got to hang their artwork in one of the galleries at the museum and just feel like rock stars and have friends and family and the general public look at their artwork, ask them questions about what inspired them and where this all came from. And it was just such a wonderful, rewarding experience.
Yes.
Like I said, these girls had never really done anything like this before, but now they can walk away thinking, wow, I had some serious doubts in the beginning. But now I can see that I can do more than I think, that, doubts don't have to hold me back, and that I can truly be optimistic and expect more out of myself.
Yeah.
So I think it was really inspiring for them.
I'm inspired by it. I think these are beautiful pieces. Well, so I think the most important thing we got to get to right before we kind of talk about some of the last closing pieces is why art? Why do we choose art over anything?
Good
to help with this stuff?
question. Good question. So Free Arts chose art as a tool in our programs because it's just such a great way for building skills and not just artistic skills. I'm talking about life skills, practical skills like coping skills. Through art, children relieve stress, and research has shown that 45 minutes of art making, even if you think you suck at it, can significantly decrease the stress hormones in your body. And then, of course, you have this great outlet for creatively expressing yourself, how you're feeling. It encourages them to reflect about their experiences, their identity, and then to talk about it afterwards. Why did my painting have these colors? What do these shapes mean? Why did my music have these kinds of lyrics? Or my poems have these kinds of phrases or talks about these kinds of themes? I think that art is such an accessible way of exploring yourself, but also connecting with others, which is, relationships is such an important part in our programs, and why mentors are always there to kind of help children, do these art projects and encourage them to step outside of their comfort zone and try something new. We have a motto in our programs called "There are no mistakes in art," because mistakes can be so frustrating, but in art, one mistake can be reworked and turn into a special character. We really try to encourage our kids to work with their mistakes. And at the end, they learn that, mistakes are okay. Sometimes beautiful things can come out of mistakes that make their artwork even more special and more meaningful.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, and the other thing that is so important to kind of segue into why this event is even happening is Jose, the incredible man behind the scenes who's super involved with Free Arts. When he was discussing this with me, I was like, why a fashion show? Why that? And he was like, because art is so many things, and he's right. Art is whatever medium you want to work with. And I know you guys work with tons of different things, from acrylic painting to clay, fashion, modeling, photography. All of these different things can help you to express and channel so many different emotions, from all of the happy, good, positive things to working through a lot of the things that we were talking about, trauma and healing. And you're right. I mean, even for me and, some of the things that I've dealt with in life, I always have felt like art and creativity, it comes through you and it flows out, right? Sometimes you can just sit there and you can be with whatever your thoughts are, and you can articulate something that might be hard to communicate in a way that doesn't have to make perfect sense, because it makes sense artistically. And I feel like Jose always understood and captured that. And that's why this event is going to be so exciting. I mean, we're bringing in all these incredible fashion designers. There's going to be all these beautiful pieces, these models that are going to be walking for the first time ever. There's going to be so many people getting to experience this healing and excitement and happiness. We're all going to share it together, and it's all going to go back to supporting this incredible place. And when it comes to picking a nonprofit, I know that everyone is always concerned with making sure that the mission and values align with the intention of the event. And I know that that is Jose's exact main goal here and why we were going to be working with you. So all of the proceeds for this event are going to go to benefiting Free Arts for Abused Children of Arizona. And I really am hoping that every single one of you who is listening to this is going to attend. This is going to be one of those events that's going to be not only fun to be at, but it's going to make you feel so good to know it's supporting such an incredible cause, and then just being able to get involved too. So I think that that's the last thing is, for all the people who are going to come and attend, how can they get involved with Free Arts? How can they come volunteer? And, for those who might be mentors.
Yeah, that is such a great question. Thank you so much for asking. We always need volunteer mentors. We've actually recently resumed and revamped our whole mentor program. You can sign up for an orientation on our website and get to learn about your different volunteer options. And then once you decide how you want to be a mentor, whether that's one day at camp or maybe one day a week for 16 weeks, you'll go through a mentor training. And then to learn about all the techniques that we use to help children process their trauma and how to create a really open and supportive and non-judgmental environment where they can really find themselves and get to feel proud and try something new and build skills and just build confidence and eventually gain resilience.
Yes.
After that, you'll get placed in a program based on your schedule and the location that you prefer, and you'll be off to the races. There are also other ways to get involved besides volunteering. You could do an art supply drive for free arts. We are always needing more art supplies, and we have kind of a constantly updating wish list depending on what we're running low in on our art room.
That's so great to think about. And I think especially for all of like the kids and stuff who are coming out of school, I know for me as a mom, we get tons of those art supplies that come back at the end of the year. Is that something that we could donate to Free Arts?
Totally. We do ask that art supplies have to be brand new, just because we want our kids to feel special and to get to work with brand new art supplies as well.
Exciting. Absolutely.
Totally.
Well, we hope that you're all going to come. Just a reminder, May 28th at Sun Studios in Tempe, Arizona, 6 to 10. I will be your host. We will be benefiting Free Arts of Arizona. It is going to be an exciting event. Since we've been talking about art supplies and donations, we want you to know that at the event, you're welcome to bring any kinds of art supplies. I know we have a wish list, which we will make sure that we circulate so that you can refer to that of different things. Can you think of anything right now that you're like, this is top of the wish list right now?
Definitely. Definitely. Stickers.
Stickers.
Our children love stickers. And who doesn't? It's just
stickers.
a really easy element that you can add to any kind of art project.
Make it fun. I did.
The more options, the better. I think another thing are also sketchbooks. We use them in all of our programs just to help kids experiment and plan out what they're thinking of doing. And I think gift cards, those are really easy for if we have a sudden need for an art supply in a program. We can just take a gift card and run to a store like Michael's or something like an Amazon gift card or a Visa gift card, and those are easy things that anyone can pick up from most grocery stores as well. So I think those 3 items are definitely the top on our wish list.
On the wish list. Okay. Well, we are so excited to see all of you at this event. It's going to benefit a great program, great nonprofit here in the Valley, and we want you to show up. It's going to be Via Moda, May 28th, 6 to 10, Sun Studios in Tempe, Arizona. We cannot wait to see you there.